CP statement on the 1986 snap election. So the Catholic Church was a vocal critic of the Marcos regime, particularly after the assassination of Senator Benigno Aquino II in 1963. Archbishop Ricardo C. Cardinal Vidal, then head of the Archdiocese of Cebu, and the CBCP president releases the statement on February 13, 1986 after the controversial snap election. So the election fraud. The CBCP condemned that the election was unparalleled in the fraudulence of their conduct. This includes systematic disenfranchisement, widespread vote buying, tampering with election returns, and intimidation of harassment. So mo ni siya ang statement sa CBCP, which is ang election daw is na ay something daily appropriate, or in other words na ay mga mali nga mga or mga negative nga mga action sa naghihimo sa government. Pareha ning poverty was exploited to influence voters, and then some is fear was used to suppress voters. So manghadlok sila aron aning butaran or naay gitawag og mga harassments nga nahitabo during the controversial snap election. And then the government legitimacy. The CBCP declared that the government that assumes power through fraudulent means has no moral basis. So ingon ang CBCP, if ang government is igo lang magdaog-daog lang sa katawhan is na walay moral basis. It's because gikuan nila katungod ang mga tawo nga mopili during the election. And in the call of action, the CBCP urged the people to actively resist the injustice through non-violent means inspired by the teachings of Christ. So dari na sa call of action, dari na tong nag step forward na ang Catholic Church, and naghatag na sila og statement nga kinahanglan nang mo-resist ang mga tawo sa injustice through non-violent resistance. Example of non-violent resistance: the statement highlighted individuals and groups who courageously fought for fair election. So mo ni ang katong nag-fought for fair elections: the number of workers and volunteers, commonly computer technicians, pool officials, ordinary voters, Radio Veritas and Fearless Press, og Radio Veritas mo ni itong mga media. So the CBCP call of unity. The CBCP called all the members of the church to come together guided with the Christ spirit to discern the appropriate actions to take in response to the election fraud. So tungod aning call of unity is ang CBCP is gi-encourage niya ang mga katawhan nga mag-usa guided by the Christ spirit para ma-discern ang appropriate action sa election. And the CBCP statement serves as powerful statement to the church role in advocating for justice and democracy during the critical period of time. So dako kay katabang ang CBCP statement during the election fraud and in the times of crisis sa Philippine history. And then it emphasizes the importance of nonviolent resistance and need for the people to act accordance with their conscience. So di lang kay encourage nila nga mo resist sa injustice, but also nga accordance pod sa ilang konsensya. And 1986 People Power Revolution. The 1986 snap election, marred by widespread fraud, sparked widespread discontent with Marcos regime. And on February 22, 1986, Defense Minister Juan Ponce Enrile and Deputy Chief of Staff Fidel P. Ramos, along with a small group of military personnel defected from Marcos regime and administration. So, during the election fraud, may defect sila Juan Ponce Enrile and Fidel P. Ramos and some of the military personnels from the Marcos administration. And Enrile and Ramos press conference. Enrile and Ramos held a press conference at Campo Aguinaldo announcing their resignation and accusing President Marcos of putting his personal interest above the country's welfare. So, dahil na tong may reklamo na silang Enrile and Ramos sa Marcos administration and gi-accuse nila si President Marcos nga ihalang personal interest nga i-consider dili ang kanang country's katungod and or welfare. And then the call of respect for the people's will. Both Enrile and Ramos emphasized their commitment to the Constitution and the Filipino people, calling for respect of the people's will as expressed in the election. So mo itong gi-emphasize ng commitment sa Constitution and the statement nga diin ilahang gi-express nga kinahanglang respetuhon sa government ang people's will, no? Kinahanglang respetuhon sa government ang katungod sa mga tawo o ilang pagboto kung kinsa ang ilahang botaran during election. And then the Cardinal Saints appeal. Archbishop Jaime Sin through Radio Veritas urged the Filipino people to support Ramos, calling for a peaceful resolution to the crisis. So, to the statement ni Cardinal Sin is ang mga tao is padalahig ng suporta ni Ramos and mao nitong calling for peaceful resolution sa crisis and the EDSA People Power Revolution. So, mao na nitong response sa statement ni Cardinal Jaime Sin mao nitong EDSA People Power Revolution kana hitabo. And considering the Filipinos from all walks of life converge at EDSA, so bisan kinsa lang na iuban ng mga government officials, mga batanon, tigulang nga naglakaw from Camp Aguinaldo and Camp Crame. Enrile and Ramos, where Enrile and Ramos were stationed. Peaceful resistance. The peaceful resistance characterized by prayer, vigils, and unwavering determination put pressure on Marcos regime. So, mo ni mga peaceful resistance nga natabo para ma-pressurize ang Marcos administration. And the military defections, the people's support and the growing unrest within the military lead to further defections, including those of Colonel Antonio Soleto and the 15th Strike Wing of the Philippine Air Force. So, di lang kay si Ramos and Enrile ang defect from Marcos administration, but also Colonel Antonio Soleto and the members of the Philippine Air Force. And then Corazon C. Aquino's inauguration. On February 25, 1986, Corazon C. Aquino was inaugurated as the 11th President of the Philippines at the Club Filipino in San Juan City. So, one nitong gipot na sa presidency si late President Corazon C. Aquino, and siya ang siya ang 11th President nga gipuli ni President Marcos. And the Marcos departure. Later that day, President Marcos fled to the other country, marking the end of his 20-year rule. So, itong dato is si President Marcos is milakaw siya. May nangibang bansa siya. Tungod siguro to sa di niya madawat nga mato ang nahitabo. And then, bayan ko ang daed sa People Power Revolution. The EDSA, the 1986 EDSA People Power Revolution was a peaceful uprising against the Marcos dictatorship, fueled by the people's desire for democracy and freedom. Music played a significant role in the revolution, with the songs becoming anthems of homes and resistance. So during aning EDSA People Power revolution is there is a misikat tong kanta nga bayan ko. Katong ang bayan kong Pilipinas, lupain ng ginto't bulaklak. So mo na siya ang kanta. And then as bayan ko, as ang patriotism and hope. Bayan ko, my country, a condiment written by Jose Corazon de Isos in the 1920s. So 1920s pa rin siya gisulat, but became popular anthem during the EDSA revolution. The song's lyrics express deep love of the Philippines, lamenting its oppression and yearning for freedom. Fred Aguilar's 1979 rendition of Bayan became widely popular, giving the song a new generation of listeners and making it a symbol of Filipino nationalism. So, because of the it's a people power revolution, misikat sa diri ang Bayan ko, kamuoy nahitabo nga anthem sa Filipino nationalism. And then the song's message of hope and unity, inspired by the protesters and strengthened the resolve. It serves as a reminder of the Philippines' rich cultural heritage and the enduring spirits of the people. So kanining bayan kong song is nagdala ni siya og message nga pag-asa, and mo ni ang nagpatatag sa mga protesters during the revolution. And the 1987 Philippine Constitution. The 1987 Philippine Constitution was ratified after the EDSA People Power Revolution, replacing the authoritarian 1973 Constitution. The new Constitution aimed to establish democratic system and government with checks and balances among the three branches of the government. Key features of the 1987 Constitution. So, legislative power. The legislative power is vested in the Congress, composed of a Senate and a House of Representatives. So, tungkol sa demokrasya na na-implement na, is dari na misulod tong House of Representatives, no? Katong Senate and House of Representatives nga katong mga governors ang mga members. And then term limits. Senator serves 6 years term with a limit of 2 consecutive terms. Members of the House of Representatives serves 3-year terms with a limit of 3 consecutive terms. So, manis la ang mga senators. Senators is 6 years, samantalang ang members of the House of Representatives is 3 years. Serves as 3 years. Okay. Check and balances. The Constitution establishes a system of checks and balances to prevent any one branch of the government from becoming too powerful. So, the check of balances mo siguro mo nitong mga budgets. Mga budgets from the any mga branches, mga balances sa government branch kinahanglan i-check para ma-prevent ang becoming too powerful sa usa ka government branch. And the martial law. The Constitution restricts the President's power to declare martial law, requiring congressional approval and judicial review. So, because of the martial law na nahitabo during the Marcos administration, at sa pag-implement sa democracy or democratic rule is muna nitong ang martial law is gi-restrict na sa president's power. And if mag-declare maganing martial law, require na ang approval sa Kongreso and sa judicial. And then the accountability of the public officials. The Constitution emphasizes the accountability of the public officials and establishes institutions like the Ombudsman to investigate corruption and abuse of power. So mo nitong ombudsman nga mo'y mag-investigate sa korupsyon. So moro to, daghang salamat.